Got it. Hello.
Are we live?
Yep.
Setting up. It's just setting up your meeting for Facebook Live. Redirecting. Here we are.
Yep.
Setting up. It's just setting up your meeting for Facebook Live.
Okay,
Redirecting. Here we are. We are live. It's just setting up your meeting. So I'm just gonna turn it. Are we there?
Yep.
Yeah, we're there. Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm just streaming from Zoom. I think it's the first time I do it on my... No, it's not the first time. I did it before. But anywho...
It's always a bit finicky, though.
Yeah, just give us a second, my beautiful friends. Yeah. Okay. We are so good. I turned the sound on my phone. Okay, so then I can see the comments if anyone wants to join us. Happy Friday, happy equinox, everyone. Happy equinox. Today is the day of equal. Is it equal? No, is it equal amount of light? Yeah, the dark and the light equal. Balance. Balancing the dark and the light. Equinox today. So down under in Australia, do I do the right Aussie accent? In Australia.
Australia, mate.
Yeah, that's right. We're going into spring, and north, my friends in America and Europe, you guys going into autumn.
Beautiful.
So today, Tash and I would love to share some wisdom, some pearls of wisdom with you. We'd love to, please let us know if you're joining us. Say hello, say where you're tuning from. Perhaps we're just going to do a little centering meditation to start with.
Yeah,
and Tash and I would love to talk to you about our Creatrix Playground and the topic of the importance of making in your business and your life the priority of pleasure and play, recalibrating nervous.
Oh, yeah. This is where all the gold lies. Let me tell you, this has been my journey this year.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Really learning this. Yeah, definitely.
Two young toddlers, little kids. So brave, so crazy, and so brave.
Always lived life on the edge, Anik, that's for sure.
All right. So let's just tune in for a moment. A hand on our heart and a hand on our tummy. And sitting our spine straight, taking a long, big, deep inhale in, deep breath. Breathing the sunshine in all the fibers of your beings and your organs and your cells and your skin, your bones, and letting go of all that no longer serves you now. Letting go. Another long, deep breath in, allowing the sun to fill you up with that golden, warm, yellow, bright light. Filling up your lungs and letting go. That's it. And opening your heart to receive your subconscious, opening your vessel to receive the golden wisdom that you're ready to receive in this conversation, conscious, juicy, wise conversation today. In the Creatrix Playground. So open yourself up and breathe the sun in again. And let go of the day. Beautiful. That's it. Shake it, shake it. All right. Tell us about your journey, about play, about pleasure.
I say as I drink from my bluey water bottle.
That's it, as opposed to working hard, working from the head behind the computer day in, day out, raising children and coming from a depleted place. So share about your journey, because you've got so much wisdom to share.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, well, I had a baby back in February last year. And in the course of about 3 months, I published, maybe 4 months, I published 2 books, held space for 60 women to publish 2 books through my collaborative books, and had a baby. And then thought that I could just keep on rolling, you know, with life as per usual. Because, you know, I'm a high achiever. Just because I can do lots of things doesn't mean I necessarily should do lots of things. And so, yeah, I kept that up for about 9 months, this parallel world of being a mum to a newborn and a very busy entrepreneur and mentor to lots of, and publisher to lots of people, until, I crashed and burned. So yeah, I've always had that like inherent, I guess, belief that I could do a lot. You know, I knew that I know I can do a lot. Like my system I can force a lot of energy to be made inside of my body, but it hasn't necessarily been through healthy means. And it's come very much from a lot of hard work and a lot of physical sacrifice. And like it had a huge impact. I see like my nervous system was like a freight train that just took months to slow down. Like it was powering ahead at such a fast rate. It took so long to slow down. And then when I slowed down, it was like I just stopped and I didn't want to do anything. I couldn't do anything. You know, I stopped for about 3 months. I still had a few clients and a few projects on the go, but I was like bare basics. You know, I had to do a lot of healing and resetting and recalibrating of my nervous system. So the big lessons for me out of the last 18 months have been the importance of shifting out of heart, like this mentality that in order to create a lot of success, I have to work really fucking hard. And there has to be a sacrifice. There has to be, you know, I would see this a lot in my life. I'd have a successful launch and then I'd have a health crisis, or a big book launch would go really well and then there'd be some fallout in a relationship somewhere. Like it was anyway. So that's been like probably 12 years of my life, 15 years of my life, maybe operating that way, seeing it playing out, knowing that it was a thing, but not really knowing how to navigate around it and how to shift out of it until really this year, where I took a lot of time off. I rested, I recalibrated, I rejuvenated, I got my health back online, I got my nervous system back online, and I realized how much I could actually do when I was having fun and prioritizing pleasure. And it's still very much a new lesson for me in my system. So I still come up against all of those old patterns and programs and conditioning, but I'm able now to like, whoa, okay, I see that drive to push. Where I want to push, I'm going to actually lean back. You know, where I want to hustle, I'm actually going to just slow down and go spend some time with my kids, go outside and lie in the sun, go, you know, do lots of beautiful, pleasurable things instead. It's been a game changer.
Nice. Yeah, because thanks for your vulnerable share and honest share, because you know you're not the only one in that scenario. Actually, you know we've been wired. I mean, I remember we've been raised by my parents had very little time. They were working really hard for very little. Very hard for very little. So yeah, you know what I mean? So that's been so ingrained in my programming, in my conditioning as a human being. That you work really hard and the reward were really small.
Yeah.
And so breaking that into working in a pleasurable way, effortlessly, wisely, doing things I love, that brings huge fulfillment and huge reward, you know, that makes it really rewarding, is a massive paradigm shift in my nervous system, in my mindset, and in my energy set. You know what I'm saying? It's a total and we need to learn, is it like a 360 degrees, like zoom?
Yeah. And not only that, but the universe responds so beautifully to that energy. It's like it goes, here we are. Because that's actually our natural way of operating, is to be in flow, is to be in joy, and when we can plug back into that, it has such a powerful impact on the way the universe responds to us. We're so much more magnetic because we're not operating from depletion. We're more in our bodies. So we're better able to manifest because we are embodied. And everyone's happy. Like my partner and my kids and my clients and my family, like everyone gets the best of me because I'm happy. I don't know. It's like, sounds so simple, but it's fucking groundbreaking to me.
It sounds exactly. It sounds so simple, but it's really in the practice comes with the breath and the embodiment of constantly choosing with awareness and receiving good quality supports. Spending time in nature for recalibration, really attending to nervous system work, which I love, somatic work, which is really part of my personal transformational journey. To have the quality of the business that I have now. I mean, where I was, facilitating ecstatic dance for 10 years with my previous business, Spiral Dance, which I'm going to bring back into live after a decade. I'll bring it back into live at our exquisite retreat that Tash Ashwin, this gorgeous goddess here, red hair goddess. I love your red hair. I love your hair. I love your hair. I want your hair. Tash and I have been, having this vision, this desire where we're going to offer a sanctuary.
A playground.
There's a playground sanctuary for spiritual leaders like you to come as soul sisters to really come and express what we've been experiencing in the last 2-3 years with the pandemic, with the lockdown, with so many restrictions, with spending way too much time online. We're going to come and offer a platform for you to be able to really let loose and to be held. So I'm going to be facilitating Spiral Dance there, which is a powerful, 7-step to expand your consciousness. You're going to love this modality so much. In a chapel at Brightland in a eucalyptus forest. I mean, this is going to be the thing that's going to make you next level of nourishment, of playfulness, and of expansion for you. Really, I can't wait for this, Dash. I tell you.
Me too. Just hearing you describe it, I'm like, bring it on. I can't wait. But I think something that's really important that I want to speak to here, Anik, is there's a couple of things. Like the big piece for me that I just offered so much transformation is the power of slowness, being slow, moving slowly throughout the day, intentionally, not operating at 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But also the importance of strengthening your container. And checking in with yourself. For a long time, I built a very successful business with a very, very leaky container.
Right.
And so I was able to build a successful business, but it meant because my container was, meaning my energetic container, it was so leaky, it meant the fallout of every single win that I had in my business was immense. And I attracted situations into my life and people and situations into my business that was an energetic match for my leaky container, right? And so when I say leaky container, that's your container is your nervous system, the vessel of your system, your energetics that hold all of your programs, all of your offerings, all of your clients, your business entity, right? Especially as an online You might not necessarily be online, but if you're running a personal brand, if you are, you know, working, mentoring people, holding space for people, it is your container.
Holder, yes.
As a space holder, it is your container that energetically holds those people. And so having a leaky container, like I did for a very long time, it had such a huge impact on my quality of life. And so even though I was building a successful business, the impact it was having was massive in my private world, you know, in my private life, in my relationships, within myself. So learning how to, pardon, what was that?
In the body,
in the body, right? Exactly.
Where the body eventually can't take anymore.
Exactly. So, you know, checking in with yourself, like, am I living and am I operating in my body with the highest level of, I want to say, like, integrity, you know? Does it feel, how does my container feel? Am I prioritizing self-care? Am I prioritizing rest and rejuvenation? Am I prioritizing pleasure? Like these are very powerful questions.
Yeah, for sure. The question, and then it's the application, the integration. Because it comes down, I mean, what's landing for me in your share here is really about self-love. And self-love is integrity. Self-love is choosing, is not a selfish act. Self-love is purely an awareness of our choices, really. It's an awareness of our choices. And for me, I wouldn't be at service if I'm not enjoying having fun. And playful, I'm not there. If there's no playfulness energy in my work, this is like,
doesn't turn you on.
No, it's a big turn off. It's frigidity, cold iceberg. No energy there. Because your body is your vessel, you know. As that's what we're sharing. The message is your body is you transmit a transmitter, you an energy giver. You transmitting information, signals into the universe. And how you feel. I did a video that was so epic yesterday about how you feel is everything, is what matters the most, because you're creating according to how you feel. So if you're operating as a machine from your head, from your patterns, from your programming, from your fears, from your conditioning, there's no love there, there's no joy, there's no heart. Your body sending signals. Maybe, as you said, you can operate to a degree from the head, Dash, but eventually your body's going to catch up on you. And you know, so you're sending these signals. And so if you feel sexy, if you feel rested, if you feel connected, if you feel playful, you're sending that sort of vibe out. And in the universe, life respond accordingly to how you feel. Hence the power of going to a sanctuary to unleash creatrix,
to rest and rejuvenate and recalibrate and like tap into the power of your unique creational abilities, right? Like you have a unique blueprint, you have a unique frequency, and your creation is, this is an awareness I had the other day, like your creativity is the universe moving through you, right? And it's like expressed uniquely according to you and your blueprint. And so all of the ways you are creative in your life, in your business, in your messaging, in your content, in your programs, in the books that you're writing or the journals that you're writing, in the way you dance, in the way you make love, in the way, like in every aspect, right? We have creational opportunity. We are creating, and it's the universe experiencing itself through you. So when we get caught up in our heads, it's like we're not open to that, you know, we're not open to the beauty of that and the pleasure of that. Being a soul in a human body, right? Like it's equally like, it's equally the most glorious and the most painful of experiences in many ways, right? Because what it means to be in a body. But that's why we're here in this incarnation as a human in 3D, third density, is to be in a body and to experience life physically, tangibly, sensually.
Yeah.
Are you open to that? Are you allowing yourself to be penetrated by that? I think that's...
Oh, I am certainly open.
You
to
are. I love that. And what I love so much about your work, Anik, is like, I know because I've experienced it. I was mentored by Anik 7 years ago nearly in Sydney, and we've maintained a beautiful friendship and now partnership. But what I love so much about your work is like your work goes so deep. It works with deep, deep, deep traumas, but in a playful way, in a light way. You're all about releasing trauma and, you know, rewiring conditioning and healing the nervous system through pleasure and play and joy and lightness. And I think that's something you don't see very much in this industry, because the personal development world, it can be quite serious, you know. It can be like we're doing the work.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, it's that's what I love about my work. It's really to bring joy in your action. You can do, I mean, an intuitive business mentor and a voice healer, but bring creation happens. I mean, we're creators, we're creatrix. We are creating in every breath, in every thought, in every movement. We're constantly creating. But thanks actually, by the way, thanks about because we channel so much information here, but thank you so much, Tash, for your noble acknowledgement. I take that in my heart. But it is like I am passionate about that, to help spiritual leaders to really become aware that it has to sink into your body, and it can be pleasurable and fun and juicy and joyful to be a creator, to be an entrepreneur, to to embody that. And I'm a proof of that. I was PTSD, I was depressed, I was suicidal, I was completely fucked up with my conditioning. I was completely depressed, and look at me now. Would you believe that? No, because I'm myself, because I'm me. So
unique.
I'm unique, and that works. I know that works because it's cool. I've transformed. So if I've transformed, all of us can transform. You can transform for sure. 100%. 100%.
So this is the invitation, is to come and play. And I think this is so important, like as a space holder, someone who holds space for a lot of people, whether you're holding space for your clients, for your kids, for your parents, for your friends, for your partner, like who's holding space for you? And
that's it.
This is the invitation to come and join us. Brightlands is amazing. We have a full 4-day incredible program that we have put together that's going to be a powerful mix of physical movement therapy, energetic transformations, mindset work, and like practical application of your creative and intuitive leadership. Like we're going to actually get pens to paper and get our dancing shoes on and like, really open up the vessel as the creatrix that you are, that you innately are, but give her an opportunity to shine and to move through you. Yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm really excited.
I love what you said there. I'm like, I love this. I resonate. That's me. I'm here to play.
I'm in. Yeah, so we're running this in November, the first weekend of November.
4 till 7,
The 4th to the 7th in the Blue Mountains. And there's a couple of options for rooms. We have some twin share rooms, which are a bit cheaper, and we have some standard, single rooms where you have a beautiful queen bed, a little bit more of an investment, but it's you and your space, and those are moving quickly. So definitely definitely reach out to us if you would like.
We've got a few amazing humans, amazing women in our community who have enrolled. We're so excited about that. Spaces are filling. And if you are either a client of Tash or a client of mine, we're offering a 10% off special for our community. If you've done some work with us, or if you belong to our community and you want to join us, we offer that for the next couple of weeks. So we invite you to take generous offer on. If you have any questions, please reach out to Tash Ashwin or myself, Anik Patry. And I'll put the link of the retreat down below the video. Any comment, any pieces of wisdom you want to share here? Hashtag replay, ask your questions here below this share today. Share your wisdom with us, your questions, or reach out privately if you have any questions about the content we shared and the retreat. Unleash Your Sacred Creatrix, 4 days at Brightland, November 4 till 7 with Tash and myself. We can't
come and play, come and dance,
a sacred space,
come and move and eat and be nourished and have massages and float tank sensation, sensory deprivation,
That's it, float
and
tank.
beautiful food and walks in nature.
And again, the clarity for your next piece of attention, there to be vulnerable and be seen by your soul sisters. You're so worthy of receiving that.
Beautiful.
All my love. Thank you, Tash.
All our love.
Your amazing wisdom and your beautiful energy. Thank you
for
so much.
hosting.
Thank you for watching, beautiful friends. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye for now. Now, live stream. I have to go. Where do I stop this?
I think it's in the top left, I think.
Left.
And live stream. Oh, okay. I'm not looking at, I'm usually on Zoom.
No, I'm stop live stream. Okay, now it's bye. Bye-bye.